Hey, good morning, everybody. This is Johnny Phillips, Johnny Sunshine. It's funny that name. I got that Milwaukee shirt at Milwaukee Day at the supplier, and it's that safety green or whatever they call it. And I like the shirts, man. They're 100% cotton. And I actually like the color, man, and it fits my name, Johnny Sunshine. So those are going to be my colors for this summer. I've got a lot of different shirts for my business. I usually wear the dark blue stuff in the winter time, like the Navy. You know, we had summer and winter uniforms, but so I've got some t-shirts coming. They're the special edition 25th anniversary John Phillips Plumbing t-shirts. I should get them in about a week. You know, they always tell you it'll take 2 or 3 weeks, and then they call you in 7 days or 6 days and say come pick them up. But I'm looking forward to getting them. They're comfortable. I got the exact same t-shirt, and what I do all the time is if I find a shirt or something that I like, I take the name down, you know what I mean? And that's what I shop for. I called her up and I said, hey, I want this same exact t-shirt that Milwaukee purchased. I gave her the name and the model number and all of that, so it's going to be the same fit. And I like the cut of its jib. You know what I'm saying? That's an old saying. Look it up. But anyways, that's gonna be my new shirt for the summertime. And I'm looking at all these roads here in my neighborhood. They've all been repaved, and it looks really nice. And I was riding my bike this morning, taking the dogs for a run, and I can see that somebody has come through there. Oh shit, there's cops here. All kinds of, something went on. Something happened. Somebody probably got shot, man. Probably killed their fucking neighbor. Crazy motherfuckers. Cops are everywhere in this place. Anyways, fuck was I talking about? Yeah, the roads. So I was riding around my circle, and I could see that, you know, somebody had gone through there and circled all like the valves in the road and stuff like that with spray paint and marked the whole neighborhood out. So my neighborhood may be slated for hang on there, chief. My neighborhood may be slated for some new pavement, which would be nice, because I'll tell you, man, the pavement that we have is just hell on your feet, man. If you ever have to walk out there barefoot, the pebbles have all come up through the tar, and it's fucking torture, man. It's worse than waterboarding, man. That's all I'm trying to say, y'all. So maybe we're gonna get the streets paved. It ought to look pretty sharp, but unfortunately, me being the eternal optimist that I am, they're gonna be building that house across the street, and it's a tight street. They're gonna be turning in a very tight area with cement trucks and truss trucks, and I just hope they don't fucking tear up this brand new road that we haven't had since I've been there. That may be the original road for all I know, but I gotta go do a service call. I need to make a deposit first, and then I'm gonna go do a service call on a house not too far from my house. Guy said in his cabinet, all his wife's shit in the bathroom, everything was soaking wet, but he can't find the leak. So I'm gonna go over there and check it out, see if I can figure out where the water's coming from and get them fixed up. And then I just got a call from a lady who wants me to put a toilet in and replace a kitchen sink faucet, and she's already got the faucet. I told her go to Home Depot and buy a toilet and get it at the house, and I'll put it in I quoted her a price for me buying. I've got the toilet sitting on my truck right now, and she'll get off a little bit cheaper by buying it herself, but you get what you pay for. She buys it herself. It comes with a taillight warranty, you know. If that toilet malfunctions, she's gonna have to pay me to fix it, man, because I'm not warrantying. The only thing I warranty is my workmanship and the parts that I install. So yeah, you're gonna save some money up front. You're gambling a little bit for an extra $50. It's like buying an extended warranty. But I'm gonna do that job for her most likely tomorrow. I was gonna do it this afternoon, but it's gonna be a good job, and I've done a lot of work in this community. She said she saw somebody highly recommended me on Facebook, and that's where she got my number. So I'm gonna do that, but right now I need to go make a deposit, and I'm gonna go check this leak and see what's going on. Y'all have a great day. Alright guys, so I'm at this house with the leak. He's got a piece of cardboard down here, and you can see that drip is right under the trap. He's got an old metal trap which just needs to be replaced. I'm gonna run it through its paces. It's got one of these accordion fittings on it. I'm going to try to eliminate all of that and put a new trap on with a 45 so that this goes away. So good. Let me just run it and see what happens. He does have a push button pop up in here, which I really like these. I think the days of the old lift rod pop-ups are, you know, going by the wayside. These aren't perfect, but they're a lot easier to put in and clean out, you know. You know how to pull that out to clean it?
Just throw it?
Yeah. Some of them you have to spin, other ones you just pull it out. It's just an O-ring seal.
Sometimes I'll throw it out and stick one of those things in there.
Yeah, a little brush or whatever, or something to grab the hair.
Yeah, it's one of those plastic long things with the spikes.
Yeah, I've got them on my truck. So we're gonna let this run for a minute. Fill it all the way up, right up. If there's an overflow, I want to make sure there is no overflow on this sink. So I'm just gonna fill it right to the top, and we'll see what happens. I'm gonna turn this around. You can see that the water has been wicking up the back of the cabinet, so it was leaking pretty good. We're gonna find out what's happening here. I just want to put the heaviest load that will ever be put on this sink. And we'll see what happens. Got 1.25 inch copper coming out of the wall. I can adapt to that and put a new plastic trap. Oh, it's already dripping.
Is it?
Yeah, that drip just started right there. All right.
Where do you think it's coming from?
Coming from this nut right here. See, it's dripping.
Oh yeah.
Dripping like hell.
Very good. Yeah.
All right. It's not a mystery. I've seen it. I've seen it a million
I'm glad
times.
it's nothing like coming from the wall.
No.
Oh my God! If we had to dig in there, that'd be terrible.
No, we're good. We'll get it fixed. Let me go get some stuff. Okay, guys. As you can see, this is another house that has been repiped. Replaced the copper under the slab with CPVC overhead. Very common, widely used down here, and it's a good product. It's simple. You don't need special tools to put it together. It's, you know, the inside diameter of it is a little smaller than copper because of the thickness of the pipe, but other than that, you know, which you could oversize. I know guys who repipe houses and they just run 3/4 to everything, man. And for some reason I can't get this in there. So I'm gonna use my little, my rigid sawzall, nice for tight spaces. And what I'm gonna try to do is get into this copper just a little bit so that I can get the piece of the trap out. Look at that trap just crapped out totally. I might as well try to take it off. Yeah, the whole bottom of the trap just blew out. So I'm surprised it's actually pretty loose. Alright, so what I'm gonna do, make sure I'm still recording. Like I said, I want to be able to get that piece of that trap out of this copper, and they go in pretty deep sometimes. I think that drain may be stopped up too. Keep this stuff from getting nasty in here. I gotta go get a new blade, guys. Alright, so I got a new blade on this. And I really want to hold this from shaking too much because I don't know what the condition of the copper is in the back, in the wall. So I'm just trying to be safe. You can see there's a lot of gook. Hey bud, do you have that tool? Do you have that tool you were talking about?
What tool?
For cleaning the drain?
Oh yeah.
Let me see it. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I think it's clean. I'm gonna wash that. Yeah, it is pretty nasty. Okie doke. Alright, so the plan here, guys, is I'm going to put a Fernco on this. Oops. And I'm gonna go to, I know that it's a smaller pipe, but what are you gonna do, guys? I mean, I'm gonna put an 1.5-inch trap on this, going into an 1.25-inch waste arm, but I've done it since I started plumbing down here, and it's just not an issue, man. It's easy enough to clean it out if it ends up being an issue. So I want that set like there. And pull it out a little bit more so that I can actually see the joint back there. Make sure it's not leaking. Okay. Put that in there. In the words of a world-famous plumber, I'm gonna clamp it. I'm gonna jet clamp it. I usually don't use a level, guys. I just wanted to show you that I have one. 1/4-inch fall per foot on 1.5 inches. Looks like I need about that much to make the connection. I think I better measure it this time because I only brought a foot of pipe in. Yeah, 8 inches will be fine. I want to show you something, guys. Little trick of the trade. When you're cutting PVC, what I do is this, the end of my thumb is the mark. Do that and then rub it with your finger, and the dirt and oil in your finger makes the mark. So I never use a pencil out on a rough end. It was just my dirty finger was my marker. Scratch it, mark it. The old dirty finger trick. Yeah. Okay, so this is gonna go like so. I want to make sure I can get my damn bucket out when it's together. You know what I'm saying, y'all? I always tighten these up so it's nice and straight. Obviously, you gotta glue all of that, but I just use my level. It tells me where this trap needs to be. Right there. Put my shades on, my glasses. So I need a piece 3.5, Jackson. You gotta take a 1/2 inch off of this. Same thing again. Scratch it. Put your mark. Tip of the day, boys. I gotta go get my Florida One Step. I forgot it. Alright guys, so I'm using this Odie Fusion. It's a single step clear medium PVC cement. It's 1 step. It's approved. You can buy this on Amazon. You can buy it at Lowe's is where I bought that. Not sure where else, but that's what I'm using on the inside of people's houses now. Like I said, it's an approved product, and it works good. I know a lot of you guys had a problem with me just using PVC cement on a trim out or inside the house, but believe me, I built thousands of houses, my friends, thousands, and that was not an issue, you know. So it's got a little heavier body. You can see got a little heavier body than just regular clear glue. I always try to turn the letters to the back so that it looks clean. You know, try to take some pride in your shit. And I always spread a little sunshine, a little mustard on this. I love the spreadability of this pipe dope. I'm not a fan of the blue shit. I've been using this stuff forever. It's good. Okay, so I'll show you how I put a trap together. I put this together, and some guys will put the bend on and level it up and then put this on, but really what dictates this angle is the angle of the pop-up coming down. So what I do is I loosen this up a little bit. I'll swing it like this. So it's pretty tight, you know what I'm saying? And then I take it, throw some glue on it, and then just swing it into place, just like this. Bang. And it's always going to be in the right spot, guys. You're not going to have a trap going this bend going one way and then the riser going another way. Put a little pipe dope up here just for good measure. I like these trap adapters better than the ones with the gasket. I like the one that the nut is actually the gasket. And on this, I'll always tighten up the bottom nut first, so the riser can rise as I tighten this. And then I'll tighten this up. You don't have to go nuts, guys. You can always tighten it up a little more. So that's it, man. Close up my glue. I'm gonna fill this drain up again. I love this little Sawzall, this rigid. It's actually an oscillating tool too. You can flip a switch and go to an oscillating tool, which is nice. Boy, that was nasty back in there. Not what I was hoping to do, but... So I got some Myers cleaner here. It's really good smelling stuff. My rag's kind of dirty. I'm gonna clean this first. You do the best you can, guys, to keep it clean, make it look nice, but... So I'll fill this thing right up to the top. And the good thing about this Fernco is you take that off, it's an easy way to get your cable in, straight access, not going through a trap.
That looks way better.
Let me see if this... There she goes. This drain actually restricts. See how it's got some crap in it? Needs to be cleaned out. The good thing about these things is it'll catch the hair, you know, before it's an issue. So that it's actually a good thing. Alright, so you're all set here, bud.
How much? I can write a check.
It's going to be $150.
Okay.
I knocked 25 off for you for the trip charge. Seeing you're only a block from my house. I'll dump this one more time, fill it up, dump it, and get on down the road. John Phillips Plumbing, sir. Look at this flashlight, man. These things are so bright, it's incredible. Comes with 2 batteries, a charger for your truck and a charger for in the house. But right, man. I just wanted to run this one more time. You want me to rinse that off for you?
I'm getting the other one where I keep it.
Alright, so I just want to dump this thing one more time. I did bring an escutcheon in for this. And you can easily just cut it and make it look a little bit neater. Sometimes it is what it is. Okay, so she's draining again. I'm confident this is all good. Guys, that's a wrap, man. We're all set. Alright guys, so I'm all done on that job, replacing that P-trap on a lavatory. I know it's, you know, I'd love to have put an 1¼ inch trap on, an 1¼ inch copper waste on, but this is not going to be an issue. I've done it ever since I started plumbing down here. That's the repair, unless you can, you know, want to open the wall up and change out that Midland bushing and put in a 1.5 inch line. It is what it is. I don't even stock metal traps. I don't reinstall them. Those are a thing of the past. I like the Schedule 40 hub, Union hub P-traps with a trap adapter. It's a much better job than he had there with that accordion fucking goofball thing. And I just got another call. This one's right down the street too, within a mile or two of where I am. And this guy's got a couple of pipes that are leaking. He's an older guy. It was kind of hard getting an explanation out of him. I asked him what kind of pipe it is. Is it copper, plastic? And he gave me some name, and I don't know what it is, but I'm gonna head over there. He was concerned about the price, which, you know, I don't blame him, but it's 150 bucks, man, for the first hour. That's it. It's a $50 trip charge and $100 an hour, and then anything after that first hour is billed at rounded up to 15-minute increments at 25 bucks an hour. And a lot of guys here are they're charging $125 an hour. But I like the, if I were to raise my rates, I'd raise it to 120, just because it's easy to figure out. I like round numbers. I don't want to be counting change on my tickets. So at 120, it's easy to figure out, you know, it's 30 bucks every 15 minutes. So that's just how I do it. It's working for me. Everybody's got their own way of doing things. But the 150 bucks, that's what it's going to cost you for me to come out to your house for 1 hour, up to 1 hour, and plus materials. That's it. I can't quote you prices on shit I haven't looked at, and I'm not going to drive around all day doing fucking estimates. I don't do estimates. I fix shit. So that's where we are. I'm heading there now. We'll see if we can get some interesting stuff. So this place is in what's called the Vamo. It's Vamo Road off Tamiami Trail in Sarasota. They're older homes, most of them. There are some new construction. It borders the intercoastal on the right hand side, on the west side, and but the houses on the east side of the road are pretty shabby. Like, they're old and they've been messed with a lot of remodels and expanding. So I'm not sure what I'm getting into here. It could be a brand new house, I don't know. It sounds like it's an older one, but this is an old guy, and it ought to be interesting. We'll see what we can get into, man. You just never know, yo. All right, so this house doesn't look too shabby. The house next door, it's got a new drain field. I can see it's elevated. How are you, my friend? Guy's coming out to meet me. All right, guys, so it looks to me like this house, this looks like polybutylene.
Right.
It is, he's saying it is polybutylene. I've done a lot of, 30 years ago, we were repiping houses with this stuff, and it just was a disaster. In Texas, they had to like tear down whole communities because of this stuff. He's obviously got a little bit of, or had a termite problem, because it's termite stuff all over here. But I'm not sure that a regular Sharkbite, you can buy Sharkbite fittings that fit PEC. I mean, this polybutylene, but I sure as hell don't have the crimp rings or any of that. So let's go outside, sir. Show me, where are you? Let's go outside and see where that stuff goes. Where are you?
I get the shacks.
When did they repipe this house in that stuff? 30 years ago?
25.
25? They don't even sell that stuff anymore.
This is the one that works.
PEC CPVC copper. That is not the same size, I don't believe. I'm gonna have to call because, there's nothing in there for one thing. It's empty. There's a tool in there. And I don't have even the crimp tool to go on that pipe. That's just the sleeve. Yeah, unfortunately, my friend.
No, when I did the bathroom shower, I was able to use the shacks.
Yeah, you can buy them. They sell them at Home Depot, the ones for PEC, for that. But I don't want to open up a can of worms here with this pipe. Can we go outside? Show me where that goes. What is it, an outside shower or something else?
No, it just goes through the wall.
How are you, my friend?
Yeah.
You having fun yet? Oh, man.
This would probably cut into the pipe, the wire.
Uh-huh. Oy, oy, oy. This just looks like trouble for me, my friend. So this is just stucco on wood frame.
Right.
And those are the same type valves going into polybutylene up in the attic.
Right.
Yeah. I gotta call somebody and see if I can get the proper fittings. What are those isolation valves for? Just to shut off that lavatory?
Yeah.
On that side of the wall?
No.
Oh, over here. Okay, so those two lines go up the wall to feed this side.
Right.
Okay. Let me go make a call. Talk to somebody who knows. I mean, we used to use that stuff, but I don't know if I want to get involved with this, man. This could turn into a fucking total disaster. There's no roof line. That shit goes up into the wall. I'll call my supplier. See if they sell the pecks, Sharkbites, because that's the only thing I'm putting on there. I'm not gonna fuck around. Call my buddy Jimbo before he goes to lunch. He's probably already there. That is some dangerous shit, guys. There's a lot of fucking liability involved with playing with that polybutylene, man. It's the kind of job you just run away from, you know? I'm just gonna do a Google search from Sharkbites from Sharkbite fittings for polybutylene. Yeah, it's got a gray sleeve on it. Polybutylene transition coupling. He's got some isolation valves up there. I need to get a ladder and go up there and see what those valves are. Maybe they sell a transition fitting where I could put CPVC in there and at least get rid of that shit where it's leaking. But I'll be honest, man, my first thought is to just get the fuck out of here. Let me see what you got there, my friend. Yeah, there's no way I'm putting this in on a water line, not me.
Now
anyway.
you put 2 clamps on each side.
Yeah, that's not how I roll.
Oh, yeah,
I
know
can't.
that.
That's fucking not professional.
Yeah, I can't,
Listen, let me go over to Lowe's.
I can't afford to spend a lot of money here because this is really a tear down.
I understand, and it's a lot of liability for me, but Lowe's over there said they've got, I just looked it up.
Right.
They have the adapters for PEX.
All right.
Sharkbite. They're different. They've got a gray sleeve in them, plastic. Let me run over there and see what I can find, and then I'll give you a call back. If I can't find the right stuff, I'm gonna have to say I can't help you.
Yeah.
Because there's no way I'm using hose clamps in that stuff. That's out of the question. So let me put my truck back together, and I'll head over to Lowe's and see. I don't think my supplier would have them. That would be a Lowe's thing. So this is a scary job, man. This is where business sense comes in, and you need to make some serious decisions. I have insurance on my business. I've never made a claim, liability insurance. I've never used it. I've never flooded anybody's house. And I don't need that to be a fucking turn into a disaster, and then the guy ends up, his insurance company sues me, and my insurance company because of damage. I mean, my business instinct tells me to stay away from that polybutylene. Offer him a I'm surprised he can even get insurance, honestly, with that shit in his house. But he's obviously strapped for money, and really the only option that I see that I'm gonna do is refer him to somebody to repipe that house, to get that shit out of there, man. I mean, I remember when that stuff first came on the market, we were fucking repiping houses in these low income areas, you know. We're crawling under the house and slinging that shit everywhere, using the copper crimp rings, then a year or two later, you hear all these fucking disasters, especially down in Texas. There were communities that were just totally fucking destroyed. They had to tear the houses down, like whole communities, because of this stuff. And it's been outlawed, I believe. You can't even buy it anymore. I could be wrong. I know that the mana block systems, that seemed to be the same pipe, but I'm not sure. It may have been. That was a long time ago too. It may have been polybutylene, but my business instinct tells me to stay away from it. Like, you know, to make $150 or $200, do I really want to take the chance on ending up in a $25,000 or $50,000 fucking lawsuit? I don't. That's my simple answer. So I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna see what they have. This is not a full-size Lowe's. It's kind of like a smaller neighborhood Lowe's. It's not one of those super Lowe's. But I'm gonna see what they have for Sharkbite fittings, and it's very easy. You gotta be paying attention when you buy these Sharkbites that you're getting the one that you need, because they do make a couple. They make them for different pipes, and so you want to make sure you're getting the one for the. See, he showed me a fitting, and it was for the. It wasn't for polybutylene. It was for copper, CPVC, and PEX. But he's over here. He wants me to use that fucking hose he bought from Home Depot or Lowe's, and he wants me to fucking hose clamp the shit together. That ain't happening. That definitely ain't happening, man. That's a lawsuit waiting to fucking happen. All right, let's run in here and see what we got. All right, guys. So we're here at the Sharkbite section. Nice. 26 bucks. Polybutylene adapter. That's 3/4. He's got 1/2 inch. See the gray? That's gonna let you know that it's polybutylene, but you read the pack too, man, just because this shit always gets thrown in the wrong fucking bin. I just need to find a couple of these, man. You guys have probably seen it before me, but see if I can find this and I'll turn you back on. Alright guys, so you see this? This is 1/2-inch polybutylene by 1/2-inch CPVC. And you can see the color difference on this, on these sleeves. That's the polybutylene end, and that's the standard Sharkbite. So I'm going to attempt to fix this guy. I may have him sign some sort of a waiver or something, but that would probably still get me in trouble. The insurance industry would come right over. They sell everything here, the crimp rings, but I'm just not getting into it, man. You know, I've got some CPVC on my truck. I've got some PEX that slides right into the Sharkbite fittings, and I'm just gonna have to blow a fucking hole in the wall, man, and that's it. So I'm gonna try to help this guy. We'll see what happens, man. It may be the biggest regret of my life, but hey, if all else fails, Flex Seal, just fucking spray everything. $25. I always look for the yellow. I'm gonna see if anything's on sale here. This stuff's all, anything with a yellow tag is cheaper. They're trying to get rid of it. It's a nice, that's Price Vista. I wouldn't buy that, but it's a nice looking faucet. Where are the deals?
I don't know.
Don't know?
Not here.
Not here? Ha! I need to see if they got some. These are all lavatories. I need a, excuse me, ma'am. I need to get a kitchen sink faucet. I want to.
See? This one's over there, I think.
Where? Oh, yeah. I need a Moen 7430. I want to see how much they charge for that here. Just a 7430 is basically a Moen with spray, Chateau. Delta Moen. See how close they all look? I mean, from brand to brand, it's crazy. This is 70, yeah, it's a little sharper than a 7. This is a 7430, the Adler. Oh no, that's got the spray in the base plate. But 79, oh here it is. $79, man, for an Adler. That's probably cheaper than I can buy that for at a supply house, man. To be honest with you, a 7430. It's the same exact faucet. It's just in a different box. And then I get 10% off of that, so I'm down to $70. I don't think I could buy that at my supply house for that. It's probably $85, so I'm down to 70 for that. Let me go see if I can fucking help this old bastard. He's stressing. All right, guys, I got the fittings that I need to adapt. Take that section of polybutylene pipe out and replace it with CPVC, and I'm gonna hope for the best. I'm hoping I can help this guy. He's been patching this house together for years, it sounds like. So we'll see, man. Hopefully I can knock it out for him relatively cheap. It was $50, man, for 4 of those couplings, though. $10 a piece. little less than 10. It was like $46 for 4 of them. Oh man, I'm fucking hungry, man. I need to eat. What time? It's 12:20, man. It's past my fucking eating time. That's cool though. I'll knock this job out and then I'm done, man. I'm gonna go sit at Detweiler's. I'm gonna have some lunch and just enjoy life, man. Maybe I can help this old man out. He seems like he's struggling a little bit, you know. That other side of the building is a little apartment he's got, and I'm concerned that why those valves, everything's so tight to that ceiling. I'm gonna do the best I can to keep it neat, but it is what it is the old saying. It is what it is, guys. My fucking ginger snaps are stale, and they got little ants crawling all over them. But the ants aren't bad for you. You just fucking eat them, act like they're not there. Who gives a fuck? You know what I'm saying? I love me some ginger snaps for some reason. They're fucking good. Me and Gussie will tear up a whole bag. Let me know if you see a fucking ant crawling around on my lips. The fucking booger patrol. Alright guys, so it appears that this pipe is leaking right there. This is all good down here. The leak is up above. So I'm gonna cut these pipes right here. Once I get them cleaned, I gotta wear gloves on this one, guys. You'll be proud of me. But I just gotta replace all this stuff. So I've got the adapters and we're gonna do it in CPVC. Let me get my ladder. How you doing?
Okay. Paul said he was going to eliminate the cats between you and me.
The what?
Did Paul say he was going to eliminate cats?
Cats?
Yeah.
No, he didn't say anything about cats.
Did you say you have cats?
No.
Oh, rats.
I said, do you... I asked him if he had cash. Cash. You know what? Did you hear me? Cash. Yeah.
Oh, he said he was going to eliminate the cash.
No, he wasn't going to eliminate it. I said I'm going to eliminate these pipes and he's going to pay me cash. Jesus. Jesus, what's going on here? Let me get my ladder, my friend. Can I have those 2 pairs of channel locks, please? Alright, I'm going to take this apart and see what kind of... The water is definitely off, correct?
Yeah.
I drained it down in here. Okay. Man, it's hot in here, brother. What do you have, the heat on? Can you open that valve on the other side?
Open it.
Open it so it drains down in the bathroom there where it's leaking. All right. Okay, so that's a good thing. I'm gonna relocate here. I'm videotaping this, my friend, for insurance purposes. Okay. So I'm gonna pull this 90 off and see what I'm working with here. Let me see how these go together. Ow. So that's poly there. That's good. That's that. Sir, do you want me to leave these valves on? It'd be easier.
Yeah.
And you'd be able to isolate this if you had to. Okay? Let me get this other 90 off.
Yeah, I'm surprised those come right off with the paint.
Yeah.
I was gonna put Goo on it and loosen the paint up.
Yeah, they're coming off.
And the other reason I'm out here, I think I put copper in the ceiling from the valves. You know, I just want you to know. I'm
So
pretty
you're
sure
saying this is copper up here?
in the ceiling, I'm pretty sure I put copper.
Yeah. I'm just gonna replace it from these valves down.
That's all I want.
Okay. That came off. I gotta get that off. That should just. Come on, baby. Be like the other one. Just play nice. Okay. Hopefully that's gonna be okay. I'll sand it. Oh, I see it had that little ring on it. Okay. So we're gonna cut this right here, guys.
Rather do it today. Get it all over with.
Why is the beer all out?
Oh, I was lucky I didn't get killed.
I think it was in here.
Round.
Alright, so I need to adapt to this. I'll clean that off first and then use my adapter. Alright, so I just need to see if this is the CPVC is going to fit in these same holes without doing anything, which it does. That's a good thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the sleeve out of the CPVC side, and I'm going to leave the sleeve on the polybutylene side, and man, that's tight. That's tight, brothers. That's going to be a butt piece. I gotta get some sand cloth, guys. Alright. Yeah, I got that mold in my lungs, man. From next door. Holy.
You get a couple of weeks of dry, a little paint on it, wall, as you know.
All right, man, I'm out.
I'm sorry for the little paint, this color.
Yeah.
It's just one.